In the quiet dawn, when the first rays of sunlight gently kiss the earth, there lies a profound truth, that every moment, no matter how small, carries the potential for awakening. More than 2,500 years ago, in the serene land of ancient India, a young prince named Siddhartha Gautama began a journey that would transform not only his own life, but the lives of countless beings across time. He did not set out to become a god or a savior. He simply sought to understand the nature of suffering and how to end it. Through deep observation, gentle awareness, and mindfulness in every breath, Siddhartha discovered a path that leads to liberation. This is the story of Buddha, the story of mindfulness in daily life. Chapter 1. The silent restlessness. In the luxurious palace of Kapilavastu, Siddhartha lived surrounded by comfort and beauty. Music, laughter, and the fragrance of flowers filled the air. Servants attended to every need. Dancers performed to please him. Yet, within this abundance, Siddhartha felt a quiet restlessness, a longing that wealth could not fill. He would often sit by the lotus pond, watching the ripples form and fade. He wondered why joy never stayed. Even the most beautiful moment, he thought, seems to slip away the moment I grasp it. That subtle awareness was the seed of mindfulness, the recognition that all things change. Chapter 2. The glimpse of truth. One day, Siddhartha asked his charioteer, Channa, to take him beyond the palace walls. There, he witnessed for the first time what had always been hidden from him. An old man, frail and bent, a sick man moaning in pain, and a dead body being carried to the cremation ground. His heart trembled. He realized that no one, not even a prince, could escape old age, sickness, and death. On their way back, he saw a serene monk walking barefoot, eyes filled with calm and compassion. In that face, Siddhartha saw something profound, a peace untouched by suffering. That night, sleep eluded him. He gazed at his sleeping wife and newborn son and whispered softly, "How can I protect you from impermanence? How can I protect myself?" His journey toward mindfulness had begun. Chapter 3. The Great Departure. One moonlit night, Siddhartha quietly left the palace, leaving behind his kingdom, his family, and all worldly ties. He rode deep into the forest where silence embraced him. There, under the canopy of trees and the rhythm of crickets, he began to seek the truth. He met many teachers, learned masters who taught meditation, austerity, and philosophy. He practiced with fierce determination, fasting until his body was thin and frail. But in his heart, he knew the truth had not yet been found. Extremes cannot bring peace, he realized. Neither indulgence nor self-torture leads to freedom. And with that insight, he began to follow the middle path, the path of mindfulness, balance, and awareness. Chapter 4. The Awakening. Under the Bodhi Tree. Siddhartha found a quiet spot beneath a large fig tree, now known as the Bodhi Tree, and sat in meditation. "I will not rise," he vowed, "until I discover the truth." As he sat, his breath deepened. The world around him faded into stillness. He watched his thoughts arise and pass away like clouds drifting through the sky. He neither clung to pleasure nor pushed away pain. Temptations came, visions of desire, fear, and doubt, but Siddhartha remained calm, observing all with gentle mindfulness. As the morning star rose, clarity dawned within him. He saw that everything in existence arises and fades, that clinging leads to suffering, and that liberation comes through awareness and compassion. He became the Buddha, the awakened one. Chapter 5. Teaching the path of mindfulness after his enlightenment. The Buddha walked across villages and forests, teaching those ready to listen. He did not speak of miracles or gods. He spoke of the mind, the mirror that creates heaven or hell within. He taught the Four Noble Truths. There is suffering. The cause of suffering is attachment. There's an end to suffering. The path to end it is mindfulness and right understanding. Through simple observation, breathing, walking, eating, or sitting, one could awaken. Mindfulness, he said, is not something you do. It is the way you be. Chapter 6. Mindfulness in the Smallest Acts. Buddha's disciples once asked, "Master, what is mindfulness?" He replied, "When you walk, know that you are walking. When you eat, know that you are eating. When you breathe, know that you are breathing." He did not separate meditation from life. Every act, sweeping the floor, washing a bowl, lighting a lamp, was an opportunity to awaken. Mindfulness transforms the ordinary into the sacred. When one drinks water with awareness, it is not just water. It is life itself flowing through you. When one speaks with mindfulness, words become healing. When one listens deeply, the world opens like a flower. This is the heart of mindfulness in daily life, to be fully present in each moment, without judgment, without haste. Chapter 7. The Farmer's Lesson. One morning, as Buddha sat beneath a tree, a farmer approached him angrily. "My ox is missing," the man shouted. "Did you see him pass by?" Buddha calmly said, "No, friend, I have not seen your ox." Frustrated, the farmer muttered, "You monks have nothing. No crops, no cattle, no worries. How can you sit there so peacefully?" Buddha smiled gently and replied, "Yes, friend, that is true. We have no ox to lose." The farmer stood still, his anger melting into silence. In that moment, he glimpsed the truth. Peace is not found in possessions, but in freedom from attachment. Chapter 8. The Mindful Meal. Once, while eating with his disciples, Buddha picked up a single grain of rice and said, "This grain holds the labor of many hands. The farmer who sowed it, the rain that nourished it, the earth that supported it. When we eat, we do not eat alone. We eat with all beings." He then closed his eyes and chewed slowly, fully aware of the texture, taste, and life within the food. He taught that when one eats with mindfulness, gratitude naturally blooms. There is no greed, no waste, no distraction, only presence. In this way, even a simple meal becomes meditation. Chapter 9. The Angry Monk. One afternoon, a young monk approached Buddha in frustration. "Master, I try to meditate, but my mind is full of anger and restlessness. I cannot find peace." Buddha looked at him with compassion and said, "Anger is like a burning coal you hold in your hand, waiting to throw it at someone else. But you are the one who gets burned." He continued, "When anger arises, do not fight it. Simply breathe and observe it. Feel it fully, but do not identify with it. Just as clouds pass through the sky, emotions pass through awareness. Be the sky, not the cloud." The monk bowed, tears in his eyes. For the first time, he understood. Mindfulness is not the absence of thoughts, but the awareness of them. Chapter 10. The Gift of the Present Moment. As years passed, Buddha's fame spread across kingdoms. Kings, merchants, and beggars all came to learn from him. But his teaching remained simple. Be present. Be awake, he would often say. The past is a memory. The future is imagination. Only this moment is real. He taught that happiness is not found in yesterday or tomorrow, but in the stillness of now. When the mind rests in the present, peace blossoms naturally, like a lotus in still water. Chapter 11. Mindfulness in Work. One day, Buddha saw a potter shaping clay with great focus. He smiled and said to his disciples, "Look at how he works. His hands steady, his breath calm. He's not thinking of finishing the pot, only shaping it moment by moment." In that way, mindfulness turns work into meditation. Whether one sweeps the floor, cooks food, or teaches others, if done with awareness, it becomes sacred. Mindfulness is not escape from life. It is entering life completely. Chapter 12. The compassionate heart mindfulness is not cold awareness. It is warm with compassion. Buddha once found a wounded bird on the road. He gently picked it up, tended to it, and said, "When you are mindful, you see yourself in all beings. Their pain becomes your own, and your kindness becomes healing. True mindfulness," he said, "is inseparable from love. It is not about watching life from a distance, but feeling its pulse deeply, with tenderness and care." Chapter 13. The mirror of Mind Buddha taught that the mind is like a clear mirror. When still, it reflects reality perfectly. When disturbed, it distorts everything. Mindfulness is the art of polishing that mirror, of noticing when dust appears, and gently wiping it away through awareness. Through mindfulness, one begins to see how thoughts shape perception, how emotions color experience, and how awareness brings freedom. The mirror does not fight with the dust. It simply stays still and lets clarity return. Chapter 14. The Rain of Awareness. One evening, as rain began to fall, Buddha said to his disciples, "Listen, the rain falls equally on all, on trees, roofs, and stones. It does not choose." In the same way, mindfulness should be unconditional, embracing all experiences, whether joy or sorrow, success or failure. Just as the rain nourishes all without judgment, awareness nourishes the mind with understanding. Mindfulness does not divide life into good and bad. It simply sees what is, and in that seeing, peace arises. Chapter 15. The Passing of the Buddha. Years passed, and Buddha's body grew old. One day, lying beneath the trees, surrounded by his disciples, he smiled and said, "All things that arise must pass away. Be a lamp unto yourself." Even in his final breath, he was fully mindful, aware of each inhalation and exhalation, each sensation fading into silence. His passing was not sorrowful. It was serene, like a flame gently returning to the sky. The forest fell silent, yet the fragrance of his presence remained, the timeless teaching of mindfulness. Chapter 16. The Legacy of Awareness after his passing. The disciples continued his path. They meditated, walked, and lived with awareness, spreading his teaching across lands and centuries. Today, when we pause and breathe consciously, when we listen deeply or speak kindly, we continue the Buddha's journey. Mindfulness is not confined to monasteries or mountains. It lives in the heart of daily life, in the way we wake, eat, walk, and sleep. Every breath is a reminder that peace is not something to seek. It is something to remember. Epilogue. The Still Point. Within, the story of Buddha is not just history. It is a mirror. It reflects the same potential within each of us, the ability to awaken. When we bring mindfulness into daily life, into the ordinary rhythm of existence, everything becomes extraordinary. A sip of tea, a breath of wind, the sound of footsteps, all become gateways to awareness. Through mindfulness, life itself becomes meditation, and in that silent awareness, we rediscover what the Buddha found under the Bodhi Tree, the truth that peace is not somewhere else. It is here, now, in this very moment.